Hello everyone, it's Shauna, and today I'm working on a couple of pockets, and I thought I'd bring you along as I finish the last one. I am working on a junk journal swap for a group that I'm in, and the lady that is my partner is working on Alice in Wonderland. So I have a few pockets that I've already completed. I have to send 4, and I've already completed 3. I will show you these ones. This one is a triple pocket, so it's like a library card. It has a little tag here, which I've inked and added a button. This is a die cut, and then a Prima flower with a brad. This is Echo Park paper, and it is a tuck here and a tuck here. So 3 tuck spots, and then depending on how you glue it down, you could have one over here, one over here. This was super simple, just folded the paper in half and used my circle punch to just make a notch there. This one was a little more complicated. I was inspired by Pam at the Paper Outpost to do this one, and it is a 4-way pocket. Hers was only 3, but I added one on the side over here. So this is book page on the back, and it looks very busy, but it's because it has all this fun stuff in here. So on the side, when I folded the book pages in half, I left this here just so I could have a cute little pocket over here. And then when you glue it down, you can have a pocket up here or on the side too if you wanted to. And then it has some cute little tuck spots here and one more. Let's see. And the tags, of course, are die cut and have an eyelet. I left them kind of plain so that the recipient could do whatever she likes with them. And then I did 2 eyelets here and put a ribbon and some sparkly ribbon. I put a safety pin with sparkly ribbon, that's what it is. And then my little charm there. So that one has a lot going on, but I think it's really fun and hopefully she likes it. Again, for a tutorial on that, I'll try to put a link. It was from Pam at the Paper Outpost. The next one I think is my favorite so far. This one I was inspired by Dee Dee Farago to make this one. I'll try to put a link as well. So this one, you just use a 6x6 page and you score it in half, and then I notched these with my circle punch. I did some embossing and stamping here, and then this folds this way and you glue it here so that it's a pocket. Now this cool piece, it looks like I'm not finished, but it's because I'm hoping that the recipient will be able to, if she wants, she can sew it into a signature, and then you close it and this is a pocket and she can decorate this piece here. And so then it kind of flips in the book like this. So it's like a double pocket inside your book. And if she doesn't want to do that, then she can either have it go like this and be a double pocket, or she can cut it off and just have this one. So that's really fun. I used some glitter tool and some eyelets and some lace on the tag. Of course, everything is all inked, and the paper is from Echo Park paper. Okay, so there's 3, and then I still need one more because the swap guidelines has a 4th one. So I was just getting ready to make this, and I thought I would bring you guys along. I'm going to use a different paper pack. I know sometimes when people do Alice in Wonderland, they do kind of vibrant colors, or they do like black and white, and I don't know what my partner is doing as far as color guidelines, so I'm sending a little bit of everything with the same theme. So I've done a lot over here. I did There's Time for Tea, I did the Lost in Wonderland, and this one is more like the butterflies and like kind of everybody, mushrooms, butterflies, whatever. So I thought I would do one for the Queen. And so the paper that I'm using came from Joann's. It's one of the big deal packs. This one is Park Lane. It's Tuxedos and Tiaras, and it's all black and white papers. So I thought what would be fun is this one has a rose pattern, and it's actually embossed, so it's nice and raised, which is really cool. I like that a lot. Now this was just a scrap that I had, so I folded it in half to, this is one of the cutouts, and the cutouts actually start like this, and then I just cut out this circle before I realized I could bring you guys along with me. So I cut out this circle so it can be a little frame pocket, and then this was kind of the size I was hoping for, so then I folded this in half, and we're gonna make this into, I think, like a library pocket, but we'll get there. First thing I wanted to do was make this little frame. So I have a piece of acetate that's just from packaging, like sticker packaging or something, and I want to put it back here, but first I think I do want to ink this in red. We'll bring in some red. I'm doing black, white, and red, and kind of roses and cards for the queen. So we'll put some ink around this frame, give it a little accent here before we put this acetate. Now, when you put acetate or vellum or plastic or whatever it is you're using that's see-through, sometimes the hardest thing to figure out is how to glue it or make it stay. So my favorite way, of course, is if you've watched any of my videos, I am a metal embellisher. I'm going to use eyelets today, but you can use double-sided tape, especially on a project like this, because the tape isn't going to show. But sometimes if you're doing like a whole pocket or something and there's no way to hide your adhesive, the best way is to use metal embellishments or sew if you sew, and so forth. You can use hot glue or liquid glue or whatever you would like, but sometimes it will show. On a project like this one, I just want to make it look like it's a little frame there. It's not going to show, so I'm going to put eyelets in the corners, and gonna put a little clip so it doesn't move on me. So I'm going to use my crocodile and put some eyelets, and I kind of want them in the corners. I have little hearts. I thought that would be really cute for like Queen of Heart. And we'll just put them here. And I've got red and white hearts, so we'll kind of alternate. We'll do a red and white on the top and a red and white on the bottom. Ooh, looks like this is a bigger one than I thought. Okay, now we got to change our settings. No big deal. Okay, so we're ready for big eyelets, and we'll use this larger punch. All right, make sure we've got the acetate back there still. We do. Let's see, it looks like it moved a little bit. Make sure we get it so that it's, the whole point is for the acetate to stay there. Okay, so start with a red one just because. Oops. Once you've got the first one in place, then it'll be much easier. Seeing clear stuff is not the easiest for me, but we will see what we can do. I kind of want those pointed in, and then we'll crimp it. Okay. So we'll keep going on all the corners. Punch the hole. And if you are a measuring kind of crafter, feel free to measure, make sure that you've got them all whatever you want to do. I just mostly do my best to make it look the same or about right. Okay, so then we'll do down here, making sure we still have everything we need. a red one. Kind of alternate them just for a little added interest. All right, and then the last one. Oops. Okay, come on. Always the last one that's got a problem. There we go. Ugh, maybe. How come I did those other ones so easily? It's just because the camera's on, you guys. All right, there we go. Okay, so I think there's a little piece of acetate here I wanted to trim off, just because it's hanging over the edge. Make sure there's none on the others. And then that is going to make a cute little pocket. So I'm going to put this on the front here. And before we do that, I want this piece. This was a piece also from the cutouts. And then I used some really old reminisce paper that has this cards pattern and just put on the back of this square. I just realized I should have put my hinge in between, actually. Let's see if we can peel it up a little bit, because I want this to flip out right there. Eek, that tacky glue is like quick. Okay, there we go. So I peeled this up just a little bit. What I'm gonna do is just make a little piece. This is just a piece of scrap here. And just gonna cut it maybe about there. And then we will fold this in half. Now you can use your scoreboard to score this in half if that's what you would like to do. I do have a scoreboard, but I'm not going to do it just for this little hinge. So I'm going to use my scissors. You can use a bone folder if you have one, ruler, whatever you want to use. Okay, so we're going to glue this little hinge in here, trying to glue it straight. And then, let's see, maybe I want this a little bit smaller. I don't want as much of the red to show on the front. There we go, that's a lot better. Okay, so now we'll glue this in place. Since my glue is feeling so sticky today, some glue in there. And then we'll put this here. Let's see. So I don't want this moving around. I'll put some glue in there. Ugh, I got a glue burr there. Gross. Thanks for that tacky glue. Okay, and then before I put this on, I do want to ink a little bit around in the red. We'll just add some little bits of red. Okay. So my plan here is to put this little piece here underneath this little piece here, so it looks like I need to trim this hinge down a little bit here too, because I don't want it to show through the window. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this. Let's figure out where we want it to sit, kind of in the middle. I think that looks good. And then just gonna glue that piece there. Can you guys see? Eek. All right, sorry about that. Having a little bit of some technical stuff going on here. I don't know what I pushed. Hopefully it's better now. Okay, so I wanted you guys to be able to see what I'm doing here. There we go. All right, so I'm just gonna put glue, and it's okay if it goes on top of this acetate because it's gonna stick to this cardstock here. And we'll just hold this for a second. Now you want to try to keep the glue off of this center oval part because that's what's going to show through. I want that piece to be good and glued, so I'm just going to put some little clips on this for a second. Squish it down really good. Okay, and while that's working on that, we will go ahead and keep working on the rest. This piece I think I'm going to keep relatively simple because it's just the back here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. I think maybe about here. Super thick. Okay. All right, nothing terribly exciting on that one, just a trim, straight trim across. And it's just about, I don't really measure, you guys, but just do it wherever you feel it looks best. And then, since this has a fold, I don't have to glue that side, but I am going to go ahead and glue around here. And then, it doesn't look like I got this perfectly matched up, but I'm going to go ahead and ink around it anyway, so I think we'll be okay. There you go. All right, and then just give a little trim at the top. And I've got this circle punch. It's a Fiskateer one, super old. I'm not sure if it even says what size it is. Yeah, I don't know. Back in the day, they didn't used to put the size on them. I'm so glad that they do now. But so yeah, what you can use whatever circle punch you have. If you don't have one, you can draw it and just kind of notch it out a little bit. And again, this is like totally up to your preference. You can, you know, whatever you want. Actually, I just saw another good idea. Let's do something a little different on this one. Since I did circles on some of the other ones. If you have a We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, this piece back here, oh, but it won't go in the center. Darn, but this is a punch. Let's see, I think it'll work this way still though too. Okay, so let's see. So this is just a punch here. I'm always afraid to punch on my Tim Holtz glass mat, which is under there. Okay, yeah, so that looks kind of cool, a little different. then I'm going to ink around here, and then we'll put the rest together. Oh, did I glue the bottom? Why doesn't it look like there's glue at the bottom? Oh, darn, it's because I punched down there. Do we want to punch down there? Is it going to look weird? Actually, that looks kind of cool. Okay, maybe we will do both. So this one will just be fun. It'll have some extra stuff there. Okay, so that one will just stay at the bottom. We'll put this here in the center like that. I don't have any glue here, so that's good. Okay, let's give it a little bit of some ink to hide any white around the edges. You don't see this ink a whole lot, but it does give it some kind of a little bit of some sheen, you can see, and it hides the white from cutting out. Okay. Now let's see if this is done. All right, that's kind of fun. And I think what I'm gonna do here is put a little bit of some foam tape, because I want a card to be able to fit in the back there. Let's see, I think I have some pieces right here, actually, ready to go. Eek. All right, let's see. So putting this on, we want to make sure that it's, again, not in that circular or oval spot, actually, whatever. Kind of put it near those eyelets. That's kind of rounded a little bit, so that'll be perfect. A little bit here and there. Okay, I hope that still leaves enough room for this playing card to fit in here like a pocket. Let's see. Maybe I'll move this one over just a little bit, just to make sure that there's some room. Okay, now we'll put this down. Okay, let's see, does this playing card still fit down in here? Ah, not quite. I really want it to fit in there, you guys. Let's see. Don't think it's gonna do it with this. Maybe it's just gonna have to go like right at the edge. Let's see. Ugh, no, it's a super tight fit. All right, well, maybe. What if, like, what does this take up? It takes up most of it. Okay, so we're just gonna put some of this like on the very edge. And see if it will slide down most of the way. And so my idea is for this card to go in here. Boy, it just really does not want to do that. Man, can you catch a break with this foam tape? Let's see. I have to, I think, cut it all the way off. Oops. Be careful not to break it there. Maybe I will just peel this foam tape all the way off. Foam tape sounded like a good idea, but my card doesn't like it. All right, so we'll just use some clear glue and we'll put it at the very bottom here. Hopefully the queen will stop being so picky and just get in the pocket. Let's see. Is she fitting there now? Oh, man. Well, we could always put her back here, but I really wanted her to fit in there. Let's see. We will cheat, maybe. We can trim this card just a little bit on both sides. Where there's a will, there's a way, you guys. Okay, so I don't want to cut off any of the lettering, but maybe, just maybe, this little slice will be perfect. Okay, and then somewhere around here, I have a corner rounder. Let's see. There's one. Okay. Just re-round these. All right. So that's quite a bit smaller. Okay, and then also gonna put some eyelets in here and some eyelash trim so that it's easy to pull in and out of this little frame that we've got going here. I think I'm just gonna put these clips on here while we're doing these other eyelets. And we'll get this glue to set up pretty good. All right. So let's see, let's switch back to the small ones. There we go. And the eyelets I wanted to use, of course, are over here. Just use a couple white ones. And it's mostly just for support for the eyelash trim. So I got different ones. Oh, for goodness sakes, come on. There we go. Okay, so we could have altered this playing card, but I will leave it up to the person getting it if she wants to do that. So I'll put one here, and then one here. got some red eyelash trim here, and we'll put that through to make like a little pull tab. Need to find the tweezers or the pokey tool. There we go. We'll just use the pokey tool. Oh boy, this could be a little while. Sorry, guys. Yarn and these eyes just aren't very cooperative. Oh, there we go. I got it. I got it. Yes. Okay. I don't want it too terribly long, and that looks like it frayed a little bit, so we'll give a little bit extra. What happened here? Here we go. Put one through each hole, and then we'll slip it back in a little tie. Come on, just go. Go already, go. I don't know where my tweezers are. This table is such a mess. I seem to do a little better with tweezers, but aha, okay, yay, they're both in there. All right, don't let go. Okay, so now that they're both in there, I'm just gonna twist them for a second because that's easier to work with. I'm gonna lift this guy up and put them both through there. Okay, you can do that more than once if you want. You could do it if we had done it the other way, like put the string through here and then did it, the little bar would be in the front here, but I don't really mind that. And if she wants to change it, she can do that too. Sometimes what I do also is I'll put a different ribbon through this way, and so then you have a bar there and a bar there and there. But I think it looks okay like this too. So let's see if our pocket, wow, look at all this eyelash trim that it gave me here. What a mess. Okay, have to make sure that doesn't go on the floor or the puppy will eat it. Okay. Let's see if we are glued. Haha, and she fits in there, yay. Okay, so that was kind of my idea there. And then I've got these little rhinestones, or little jemmies. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have 7 red? I think I only have 6. Ah, bummer. Let's see. Or we could put them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The one's little. What are we gonna do? Put this big one here. Or maybe put it down here. Oh, there we go. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and I have enough to do that. So there we go, that will work. So there we go. And I heard one time when you're making swaps and whatever, you want to make sure that everything has at least 3 elements of embellishment. So we have the eyelets, we have the inking, we have acetate, we have a flip, we have some trim. So we are definitely there. And then I was just thinking I could maybe put a tag at the top. Let's see if I have one. Let's stick out right. Oh, I have this one. It's not exactly long, but oh. I think it will fit in this spot. There we go. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay. So and then our eyelash trim just sticks there to pull out the queen. She could cut that off and just leave the queen in there. That's what she wants to do. Maybe put the eyelash trim up here. Either way, kind of fun. Little flip out. And then when you glue it down, you could also have a side pocket or here. And then of course you have the pocket up here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video making some pockets. Let's just revisit all of the ones that I've got made. This one was inspired by Pam at the Paper Outpost. This one by Dee Dee Farago. And if you haven't checked her videos out, she makes really great pockets and pieces. And then this one, I don't know that I was really inspired by anybody entirely. It's just a library card pocket, so I made that one. And then this one, again, is just another library pocket, but I thought it would be fun to have a little flip and an acetate window. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and found value, please give it a big thumbs up, like and share and subscribe. And I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I will see you later in the week.